All right, we are back again here on Late Night with Ryan. We started a few minutes late, at least this time. We should have the audio going. I want to make sure and check that as we messed that up last week. And I had never had that problem before where we started with no audio. It was a completely embarrassing experience for me. But right now, we're actually in the midst of a national championship that is quite closer than I think a lot of people expected. So if you're watching national championship on, you decided to throw on Late Night with Ryan with it. God bless you, because I am. I know I'm better looking than Carson Beck, but he's probably a little more entertaining. I wouldn't usually compliment my looks, but Carson Beck, I think, is kind of known for being. I don't want to use the word hideous, but somewhat hideous. Would we agree, guys? Thoughts?
I'm looking him up right now.
Yeah, is he the one that was like in that girl's DMs? Like we've seen Snapchat messages of him. Okay.
He's
Okay.
the one that people say looks like Sid,
Oh!
Sid the Sloth.
Yeah, Jesus.
It's just a rough genetic package. I really feel for him.
Yeah.
Can we do the push in real quick? I got some things to talk about. So we might have some new viewers, as recently had a video of me naming the Piston Cups go over very well. If we want to talk about that briefly, did not expect that to do that well. I thought that would be kind of funny. I honestly made it somewhat as a parody of like the original video of me making NBA champions. And so I did actually memorize the real Piston Cup winner list from like the wiki. But like I said, I did not ever imagine it would be as large as now. So thank you everybody who enjoyed it. I appreciate it. And so that's been really fun. But yeah, like I said, it honestly kind of made it as a joke. And I was like, well, I'm just going to really commit to this joke. And the video of me in the bathtub that I posted today is real. I actually got in the bathtub in full clothing, which is quite uncomfortable. One time I shot a video where I was in the shower in full clothes. It's kind of like making yourself piss your pants. Like, it just feels wrong. And so, like, tonight, when you get in the shower, I ask you all, try to do it with the shirt for a second. Because it is fucking terrible. Like, there's just something about it. It's just fucking awful. Now, when I got in the tub last night, I filmed that today, actually. When I got in the tub today, in the suit, I thought to myself, first of all, what a wash for that suit. But secondly, it wasn't as bad as the shower. And I think it's because with the bathtub, it kind of slowly filled up. And credit to the people that helped me out. They worked with the bubble bath. It was an elite bubble bath. So it actually looks so good that I do think people think it's probably faked. But it is not. I was actually in the bubble bath. That was not wine, though. It's cranberry juice. Because, I can't, when you're directing, you can't be drunk. I mean, that's, I was going to make a joke, like that's what Clint Eastwood does. But Clint Eastwood's great, so I don't want to poo-poo him. He's made some good movies over the years. But that's really the opening. Let's bring Austin Fisher in, and let's talk about some college football national championship stuff as it is currently wrapping up. And let's also discuss the big story, which is Sean McDermott is no longer the head coach of the Buffalo Bills. Austin Fisher, you and I, before we do anything, I mean, great to see you, but I don't think it's really time for applause because we lost someone very near and dear to our hearts.
We did.
Someone we really both cared about and discussed a lot on the show. And I would like to recognize a moment of silence for what basically became the team of the show, and that is the Chicago Bears.
Go Rams. Dude.
Sky. He comes from California.
Yeah.
California. And he thinks he
Is
works
that
California.
your
I'm gonna
favorite
root for the
team?
Rams.
Is that your favorite team?
Yeah, I think so. Rams sweep.
I mean, hey, he's got the best of the Seans, I guess.
Stop.
What's gonna be great is if the Rams win the Super Bowl, you're gonna eat your words.
It's true. I actually would say right now, I think realistically my Super Bowl pick would still be Patriots to win. I do truly believe that. And I don't think the Patriots played great against the Texans. They did not. Can we just say real quick, well, let's start Patriots-Texans, because I think that is one of the ugliest playoff football games I've seen in my entire life. Any round.
Would agree.
It was hideous.
Yeah.
And I think the Texans are in such an odd situation because C.J. Stroud's rookie year, we all thought. I mean, we can go back on the Source Sports podcast and look it up.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying that C.J. Stroud might be the next Mahomes. Like he might be the best player in the league in a few years.
Yeah.
And we have never seen that level of talent from him since the end of his rookie year. And honestly, that 2023 draft class for quarterbacks is awful. The only good one is Bryce, and even Bryce Young isn't incredible. I'm a Panthers fan. I like Bryce, but Bryce is not as good as you'd want for a number one pick. And I don't really know where the Texans go from here because I don't think they're going to move off of Stroud. But if they have a season next year where they don't make the playoffs, you're gonna have to move off of them.
Yeah, that's a good assessment. One playoff game in my life I could probably compare into the grossness of that would be the Vikings-Seahawks wild card game. I think it was 2016. The Blair Walsh missed field goal.
Yeah. Is that the Case Keenum starting? Because that'd be 2018.
Was it? No. 18 they made a run.
Yeah, they went to the NFC Championship that year.
Yeah.
Because that's the famous one, I think. It's like Brady and Mahomes on
No.
one side,
Oh yeah.
and then it's like Jared Goff and Case Keenum on the other, right? Am I wrong?
No. Case Keenum would have been in 20. It was 2017. That's the team that lost to Nick Foles.
It is 17.
That is that. Okay.
You're right.
So-
right. But that's that year with the Seahawks. We were both
Yes.
one off. I
Yeah.
was an 18. You were yes.
But no, watching that playoff game unfold was like watching a loved one slowly float away in the Atlantic Ocean. Like there's no drama.
You've had that before.
I'm just throwing that out there. You don't.
We're getting backstory.
Was everything all right on the cruise?
Yeah.
Everything was great on the cruise. I hope you know.
The cruise. That's a good point. He was
That's a
on the
good
cruise.
callback. Here you go.
That's a great.
But
That's a great shout.
We might have to bring it up, but my cousin's grandmother, who has no blood relation to me, did end up in the emergency department the week after the cruise. But that's beside the point. Everything is fine. Everything is
We
fine.
just found like a text log in the back of the video game that gives us this horrifying story.
Yeah, up, down,
And we're
left,
gonna
right.
get we're gonna get like 5 YouTube videos about it saying how great the lore is, but
Yeah.
the main writers are like, yeah, we just threw that in.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
what that was.
Yeah, we accidentally did that. But
What you know about the Lusty Argonian maid?
somehow, that game was bad. My metaphorical point in this is saying like you don't feel enough like to cry because it lasts so long that like even if you're a Texan fan watching that game, you're in the third quarter and you're out of tears to shed because it's already been so bad. Like your loved one is already like on the horizon and they're just like they're still there and you're like okay, it's inevitable. Like should we go to Joe's Crab Shack and get lunch? Like you know what I mean? It's one of those.
Yeah, it was weird when you're the Patriots because like I don't think Drake May really had to play that great because I think
No.
like at halftime I texted you and said Patriots are going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Yeah.
they didn't have to play well. They just had to not
And Drake
fall
May did
apart.
not play well,
No.
for what it's worth.
Drake has yet to have a good playoff game.
Yeah.
And I love Drake May.
Yeah.
He didn't play bad against the Chargers. He didn't play bad. He might play bad against Texans, honestly.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter. And I don't think he really has to play that well against the Broncos. I don't
No.
think Jared Stidham's going to come out and ball out. I don't see that happening. We're probably getting Patriots, Rams, or Patriots, Seahawks.
Yeah.
I think my pick would probably be Patriots, Rams.
Okay.
But I did buy a Patriots, Seahawks ticket back in October that would pay me $50. So I kind of would like that
That would be nice.
more. I think the Patriots win either way. I just
Yeah.
there's something to them, man. I'm telling you. If the NFL scripted, they want the Patriots or Rams to win. I'm just making sure it's clear to everybody
Really.
because it's Stafford rides into the sunset
Mm.
against Drake May or Drake
The
May.
MVP matchup.
It's the MVP matchup.
Yeah.
Like Rams Patriots. If the NFL scripted is what they want from this.
I made a point last week, right, that I said I wish if the front runners in the MVP race were in the playoffs, I'd like to see them wait and hold the voting until after. If those two meet in the Super Bowl, it's perfect.
It's also cinema because I think Stafford's going to win regular season and then Drake wins Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Because
those
then it's like
awards-
the get back.
I was gonna say, aren't those awards the week of, or like
They're
days-
Saturday. I think
Yeah,
they're like the
they're
Saturday or
the
Friday.
day or two before.
Yeah.
So that's a big chip on the shoulder of the non-MVP.
I actually would borderline guarantee whoever doesn't win MVP loses the game.
Yeah.
Sorry, wins the game.
Yeah.
Whoever doesn't win the MVP will end up winning the game.
I like that.
But let's move off that. Let's briefly touch upon Seahawks Niners. Really not much to say here. The Niners, a team that we were all like, can't count them out, completely fell apart for our eyes.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks, I think people are overly excited about them coming into this week because they overperformed last week.
Mhm.
I think Rams Seahawks realistically is like a almost even matchup in my mind.
Yeah.
And I think people are going to be high on the Seahawks when they shouldn't be, or overly high on the Rams when they also shouldn't be. I think the Rams' best football is still behind them.
I agree.
I think the Bears, oh my gosh, man, that Bears game hurt me. That Bears game, let's move on to that. I want to say Caleb Williams made one of the best passes of the entire season.
Like the last decade, probably.
That was
Insane.
college Caleb Williams.
Insane. No, I mean that. Granted, it was beyond lucky, but to have the bodily coordination to even give that play a chance is remarkable. And that's the issue though with Caleb right now. He needs to stop being the epitome of hot and cold. he
He
has
can be consistent.
he has these flashy moments, and this year because his coach is Ben Johnson, it worked out more often than not. I think he improved a little bit, but I still think if there was a top 12 quarterback for the Chicago Bears right now, they would have won that game.
If they have Jared Goff, do they win?
Yes.
I don't know.
I think they do.
Because here's the thing with Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a weird spot where he doesn't have the little things down, but he has the big things down.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
It's a
you
good
can't
point.
teach that big playability,
No.
that clutch factor.
That's a good point.
But you can teach some of the stuff he's missing.
Maybe not.
Jared Goff has everything Caleb Williams doesn't,
Yeah.
but he also doesn't have that big playability. So I don't think Goff's the answer.
Goff has the playoff experience, though, if you ask me.
True, but I don't trust Jared Goff. Jared Goff's not getting you out of that Packers stadium the way
No,
not Packers
no, you're
Stadium.
right.
They were at
You're
Soldier
right.
Field, but
You're right. You're right.
Caleb Williams won him the Packers game at the end.
That's a good point.
Now my mom, who is a Caleb Williams and Bears hater,
Mm.
was like, "Well, you don't have to be in that position of Jared Goff because you're already up."
Mm.
That's my mom's argument. That Caleb Williams puts you down and then gets you out. Which is an interesting argument. Next year for the Bears, they're going to be a really fun team because I think there's a world where they kind of lose a little bit of momentum and they win like 10 games and they make playoffs and we're like, oh, that was weird that they were really good last year. They're not anymore. I think there's also a world they win 12 to 13 games next year and are a favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Sure.
So, I mean, I think the Bears Super Bowl 2027 ticket is probably going to have good value. I'm just going to say.
I think it's going to be overpriced. I think it's going to be very similar to what the Ravens was this year, which is favorites to win. They were tied as one of the favorites.
Nope.
So
nope.
you don't think it'll
I
be
think
that?
I think they're like a plus. I think they're like a plus 1,000 team.
That's fair. Want to update you on the national championship right now. 27-21, 48 seconds left. Miami in Indiana territory. Looking to win the game with the Carson Beck game-winning drive.
Wow. I did not expect this. I mean, I honestly kind of
I
stopped
did.
paying attention to half because I had to get ready for the show.
Mm-hmm. I thought it would be closer than a lot of people think. And we're going to keep that narrative trending into our picks for next week. But with that being said, Miami's just been,
You won last week, right?
I don't know if we both went 1-3, I think.
I had Patriots. You had Patriots.
I had Texans.
Oh, you had Texans.
Mm-hmm. You had
Um,
Niners, I had Seahawks.
So that was your one.
And then we both,
We both took Bears,
yeah.
and we both took Bills.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Are we going to talk about Bills?
Yeah, no, I do want to break that down. There's a lot to talk about in that Bills game from both sides. Like, this is a very good talking point.
I honestly don't think there is.
Really?
I think, first of all, it is, regardless of whether the calls were correct,
Mhm.
the fact that an NFL playoff game came down to flags, like,
It's a bad feeling. It's Super Bowl 58 reminiscent. You don't feel good about winning that way.
and people forget when those things happen.
Yeah.
I always point this out.
Mhm.
Super Bowl 50, I'm so glad you said that.
Mhm.
Nobody talks about the fact Super Bowl 58 was decided off penalties.
Carson Beck pick, Indiana national champions.
Wow. What an ending.
It's poetic, isn't it?
Honestly, it is.
What was
Carson
it?
Beck's always been Dr. Jekyll and Mr.
Yep,
Hyde.
yep.
Falls apart last second.
Mhm.
Indiana winning. Great, good for Indiana. It's been a great season. We gonna get CFP futures tonight for next year?
They're probably already out. They've probably.
I would
been
bet
out.
Indiana again. I've told you I think Signetti's the new Saban.
Notre Dame is kind of a dark horse for me.
We always say that about those big schools like LSU, Notre Dame, and guess
Yeah.
what? They don't deliver. I believe in Sig. What Signetti's got going on, dude.
That's fair.
It's next level.
I'm a big fan of Marcus Freeman. I think he is a good head coach. I
Oh,
think
If you're a Miami fan, you just got your heart ripped out.
Oh,
That's
100%.
crazy. We glossed over that. Continue.
Yeah, but that being said, I think if you are a Notre Dame fan, getting snubbed this year will definitely put a chip on your shoulder next year.
Yeah.
Um,
But they also did a no-no in not playing their bowl game. I think the karma of that's going to come back.
maybe the universe will get it back at him. I don't think that matters enough. If it were 2015, I'd be like, but it's 2025. You know what I mean?
It's actually 2026.
Wow, it is.
I don't know. It's
The
19
25
days into it.
Wow, it is. But
What are you making faces about?
I just happy 2016, I guess.
Yeah, back to 2016.
Yeah, take me back, man.
If we're-
I'm loving this trend of like going back to 2016. By the way, all like the sports.
I think
teams posting-
2016 is overrated.
It's not even a good number though to like go like I like.
2016 is a solid year. It's just because the music was good. That's why people.
The
I'm not
music-
trying to be this way. I don't even know if I can say this
No.
live,
Mhm.
but like 2016, there was like a lot of school shootings. Like I remember that vividly.
I mean, there are
Really?
still like I feel like if we're going shooting for shooting,
Yeah.
I think every year is pretty bad.
Yeah.
I guess you're
We
right.
just heard
Again,
about
this is from an American
I think there was a lot of
perspective. Nobody
media-
else has this issue. Just throwing that out there.
I believe the media coverage of it was very big in 16. I guess
Well,
is
yeah,
what-
it's because we still cared about it back
What?
then.
Well, Parkland was 18, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's
I
the
don't
only
know.
one I think I have a. No, maybe that was 16.
I remember Parkland. I remember Uvalde. Sandy Hook. I only remember. This is dark.
This is dark. We need to move off this.
Yeah.
This is what
I was
happens
just
when we
saying,
talk
For
about
all
the
you
Bears.
Europeans tuning into our American show.
Yeah.
This is a jokey show. I don't really want to discuss it anymore. Like, we're fine.
Yes.
I was just pointing out, I do think people act like it was the year from God, but like in that year, people were saying it sucked because of things like that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I also just think that's just how things are. Things that are good, 10 years later, people decide that movie was bad. And things that were bad, 10 years later, people decide that movie was good. Like, we literally watched this with the Star Wars prequels.
Okay.
Like, I'm saying, public consciousness remembers things differently than the way they were.
There's a reason the prequels got good.
I understand you're going to say that. I'm just saying, at the time, they were not liked.
Right.
Yeah. Let me
Clone
tell you
Wars made
why
the
you're
prequels
wrong.
better.
I agree.
Okay.
Let me tell you why you're wrong. For all you artsy people joining the sports show, that was possibly the greatest year in sports ever. If
There were, I mean, we had 2 Game 7s,
Let's-
2
let's-
3-1 comebacks.
let's go game by game. First things first that year. First thing that happened was Peyton Manning retiring on a Super Bowl. So poetic. We got an incredible.
Sucked for me.
We got the last Manning versus Brady game ever to kick off January.
True.
We got the Manning retiring on a Super Bowl, which was incredible. Then, fast forward 2 months later, people forget about this too.
Chris
Villanova
Jenkins
Villanova
shot.
wins the
Yep.
national championship on
Chris
a
Jenkins
buzzer
shot.
beater. It
Yep.
doesn't get better than that. Then fast forward another month. This is something the Europeans will love. Leicester City, 5,000 to 1 odds win the Premier League. That will never happen again, ever. Just the most Cinderella run of all time. If
You started speaking gibberish.
no,
I was-
you'll have to look into it.
Okay.
I truly believe you would find that
if
fascinating.
it's pre-Mbappe, I'm not interested.
Well, most definitely. He was like 12. But that being
That's
said,
my guy.
Yeah,
I love Mbappe.
that
But I
being
bet
said-
France to win the World Cup. Is that is it
Mhm.
is it anti-patriotic to bet another team to win the
No.
World Cup? Like,
America's not going to win the World
No,
Cup.
absolutely not.
anytime soon.
It's
Well, it
also-
depends on your nation.
I'd probably bet America for kicks.
Yeah.
But like,
No,
They're not gonna win
You're
right
not
now.
getting any return on investment. I don't
it's also the odds are probably so heavily priced.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
But to continue on from that, you were right. Cavs 3-1 comeback against the Warriors.
Cubs
and
3-1
the Cubs
comeback.
3-1 comeback against the Indians. In my opinion, I do not think we will ever have anything near that. We also had the Olympics that year too. That is kind of forgotten
Okay,
about.
but I want to say this: last year was pretty good sports-wise.
It was.
We
but
get
it's
the
not on
Eagles
level.
ending the Chiefs, which was fun because
Yeah.
people wanted to see the Chiefs lose. We nearly had one of the greatest NBA Finals of all time. It was, and the Pacers run is an all-time run. I think that Pacers
Yeah.
run
Yeah.
is the best playoff run since 2019 Kawhi, which is the best since
Yeah.
2011 Dirk.
Okay.
So, because LeBron has never, I maintain,
No, I agree.
LeBron has never had a like peak run.
Mhm.
He's had great finals. He's had great performances.
Mhm.
He's had great moments. But like as far as like every series being a banger, the only one that I think would be that way is 2018.
Mhm.
But the finals that year was rough because I mean it was a sweep, so it's like you kind of lose that.
Yeah.
I would say that was good. Baseball, the World Series was really good.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm not. At that time, I wasn't a huge.
I'm just
Indians
pointing
fan.
out.
No, you're right. I wasn't a huge Indians fan at the time. I've kind of grown into a bigger fan of Cleveland baseball because like they are legitimately fun to watch.
Yeah, it's
And
a fun team. That's like my only Ohio
Yeah.
team I'm a fan.
my semi hot take would be that like the 2017 Indians were actually a lot better than
I
the
don't think it's high.
2016.
I think most
You don't think so?
people agree. I think
From an outsider perspective, I don't
they
think
had the
people
win
appreciate it.
streak.
Yeah, unbelievable. And
Santana was on the team then.
yeah, I can't believe they blew a 2-0 lead in a best of 5. That was
That's
heartbreaking.
brutal.
But regardless, you can't. I don't think that year's overrated. I really don't. Like everything felt like sunshine and rainbows. I think
It's
2018.
pre-Fortnite. It can't be that good. of a year.
2018 rivals that. I think that was good.
2018 was good.
2016 Pokemon.
2019
that
was
was
good.
huge.
2019 was a good.
What
Year.
Pokemon game came out?
Pokemon Go in
Oh,
2016.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
Go.
but
That was
like I just
huge.
want to point out movie.
That movement was
Guys,
insane.
I just want to point out that like movie-wise, 2016, right? I guarantee, like I got a pretty good memory. I
Okay.
would say like 2016, Captain America: Civil War comes out. I know that movie's got a lot of fans. I don't think it's as good as a lot of other Marvel movies.
Oh,
Doctor Strange 1 is
what?
not that great.
What's your favorite Marvel movie?
What's my favorite?
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1 or Spider-Man: Homecoming or Winter Soldier.
Those aren't bad picks, but Civil War was big.
Winter Soldier's much better than Civil War, like significantly.
Dude, La La Land came out in 2016.
Yeah, that's a good movie. But that's one movie. I just want to point out, like, 2018 has Avengers Infinity War and Into the Spider-Verse. And then we could probably find other stuff that's good for
How did we
2018.
get here?
I don't know. Do you want to get out?
Yeah, because I want to talk about the Bills.
All right, Sean McDermott was fired.
Yes.
Harbaugh, do you think Harbaugh was walking around the facilities like,
Harbaugh and
shit?
Stefanski were like, okay.
He's
Yeah.
like, are we sure I can't get out of the contract?
Yeah.
Like, they felt like how the Princess Tiana felt. Is that her name? Tiana and Princess and the Frog when she like
Yes.
signs with the Boogeyman?
Yeah.
I don't think she signs with the Boogeyman.
No.
I haven't seen the movie in a long time.
I know
it's
what
the-
you're talking about.
It's the dude, right? It's
Yeah.
the prince. That's how
Well,
that's
Prince
how
is
Harbaugh,
down with it. It's his little henchman guy.
that's how Harbaugh felt signing with the Giants after finding out the Bills are open.
There is so much talking point on both sides, in my opinion. So first things first, I want to address the officiating in that game. I am sick and tired of seeing Bills fans posting a screenshot of Brandon Cooks with the football between his chest and his head.
I will say I just don't understand because I think
Okay.
it's not. In some games it's completion, in some games it's not. It's consistency, in my opinion.
I think the right call was made.
All right.
I do not think for more than enough time for a football move to have been considered made, I don't think he ever possessed that football.
Then it's incomplete.
No, it's not, because he rolled over and then it went straight into the chest of the defender.
I guess I don't know.
That, in my opinion,
The
that's-
PI calls I think were egregious.
Now, here's the thing with that. The first pass interference call to put them into field goal range
Was
should
bad.
not have been
No,
there.
that was bad.
That one I was like, you can't let a team win the NBA Finals on free throws. You can't let an NFL team win a Super Bowl on a field goal. Like, on a
And at some
penalized.
point,
it's not
you
good.
have to understand in the intensity of the moment,
Yes.
it's going to be more physical. It's kind of
Right.
like my grandpa used to say with basketball games, you can pull out a gun and shoot somebody in the last 2 seconds.
They won't call foul.
Because they're not going to call a
No,
foul.
no, not at all. I agree with that.
It's a very old guy thing to say, but
No,
it's funny.
it's fair. It's like one of my dad's old assistant coach. He was like, 2 things that never live: dogs that chase cars and teams that miss their free throws down the stretch. I thought that was a very good analogy. I really like that. But no, the second pass interference was the correct call.
And there was roughing the passer.
And I forgot about that on that PI. Joey
That was
Bosa.
bad.
That was a good point. That was a good point.
That was
But
bad by him.
who was it? Dorian Williams that got that.
I think it's just
unsportsmanlike?
it seems compounding because the original call was poor.
Yes.
And
I
it's
agree.
like, are they in that situation without that? Probably not.
True.
So I think that's why it does feel like the Broncos won off penalties,
Yeah.
and now it honestly feels like it's cheapened because they're not really going to the Super Bowl because their quarterback's out.
That's the next talking point. Just the heart ripped out of your chest if you're a Broncos fan. You have it's like you're on ecstasy for like 30 minutes straight. You're having the time of your life, all time riding like Broncos country into the sunset, and then the sun explodes. It combusts
I
into
honestly
a
think
billion.
it's
billion pieces.
That sucks.
I almost didn't believe it when I heard that news. I was
I
like,
thought it was fake.
truthfully, because he didn't show any signs of anything,
Nope.
not a limp.
It's bad.
Nothing. And I don't even know how they figured that. After the game, he's like, Coach, my ankle's kind of giving me issues. And does Sean Payton go get an MRI? How does that happen? How does that go down? I really wonder.
No, I'm in a rough place because the teams I liked watching this year and I would like to see win the Super Bowl
Yes.
were the Bills,
Yep.
the Bears,
The Bears.
obviously the Panthers, but I knew that wasn't probably
Right.
likely. The Patriots,
Mm-hmm.
and then Bo Nix and the Broncos. I don't really like the Broncos. I like Bo Nix.
Next. Okay.
Nick's going down. I now could not care less about the Broncos.
I got you.
The
That
Bears,
actually helps you because you don't have to pick between
yes.
Bo Nix and. Okay.
I was going to pick Drake May every time,
I
but
got
that's
you.
fine. The Bears going down is brutal for me.
Oh, 100%.
I like the Bears nearly as much as I like Drake May. It's close.
That's a lot coming.
If I have a second favorite team, it might be the Bears. I just love the Bears.
I think my second favorite team changes a lot, and it really just goes with the vibe of the.
I agree. I think the current structure of the Bears.
I
Is
was
what
a
I
big fan of the Cowboys when it was rookie. Yeah, this is true. There are pictures of me in a Cowboys hat and an Ezekiel Elliott Cowboys jersey.
burn them.
It's true. But I was a big fan of Cowboys, rookie Dak, rookie Zeke, and I was devastated when Aaron Rodgers knocked him out of the postseason. In hindsight, maybe not the worst thing ever, but I was a big fan of the Washington football team when Taylor Heineke was riding them into a big game against the future Super Bowl champions.
I messed with that team heavy too.
I love that team. Rookie Chase Young, that team was all vibes. I loved it.
They were the only team that almost beat the Bucks.
Yeah.
Everybody else got
Yeah.
like, beat.
Walloped.
bad.
Yeah, that was rough. Well, the Packers, I guess, one score game, but that was.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
it felt like the Bucks were in control that whole game. I remember
agree.
that game clearly.
I agree.
Was that the divisional or chip?
That was the chip.
That was chip.
That was chip. Yeah. And then this Bears team was, I think, like 2 echelons above the other two.
They were so fun.
I had made a point back in late October, maybe early November at the latest. When they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, I said, Ryan Klinger, put him on the map. At that time, he was still riding high with Danny Dimes and the Indianapolis Colts. And then old Daniel went down. And I said, Ryan Klinger, there's an open spot on my bandwagon. Come on over. And you waited, and you needed a statement of legitimacy. You said they need to beat a good football team. I said they got Indianapolis. Indianapolis was your team. They got Philadelphia coming up on Black Friday. Watch out. They go into Lincoln Financial Field,
Great.
and they play lights out.
Lights out.
Offense,
Lights
defense, everything. The run game in that game,
It was
unbelievable.
an all-timer.
Ben Johnson offense.
I
does
fell
his
in
thing.
love.
And it was love.
It was like they were wearing black leather. Like they walked in and I was just speechless.
It was unbelievable. And that game, I told my father repeatedly, watching that with him, I said, you cannot give Matthew Stafford another chance to add to his record, which I believe, I'm pretty confident that he has the record for most all-time wins in 2-minute drill and overtime. I'm pretty sure he's number 1.
Really.
And he gets another. It's unsurprising. It really is.
But I think the Bears lost themselves.
They did. Caleb.
They won themselves the
DJ
game.
Moore.
They won themselves the game,
Mhm.
and then they lost themselves the game. And I think it is on DJ Moore.
Should Ben Johnson have gone for 2?
No.
Okay.
Because I was actually thinking he might, and I was like, it's honestly a bad move.
Okay.
Because you just don't do that. With the current overtime rules, you really should.
Okay. I think it's one
Because
of those
it's
things.
hindsight's 2020. Like
That's fine.
in the moment, you'd be like, if they missed it, you'd be like, why the hell did
Yeah.
they do that?
That's fine.
You're never doing.
Overtime, I think you level it. It's 50-50.
Yes.
Right? The thing is, analytically, I think you have a more than 50% chance to convert a 2-point conversion. Now, he was asked after the game if he should have gone for 2. His response was, I didn't like our goal line offense in this game. And
He's right.
It was a great point. They
He's
were
right.
terrible. They were not very efficient.
I'm telling you
So-
guys, I think this team's a perennial contender. Like I
Okay.
do. I think Ben
Okay.
Johnson is stupid good.
I
at
agree.
coaching.
I agree.
I think he is so fun, and I remember I was out. I said he was overrated.
Yeah.
I said this team would not be that good.
Yeah.
I had them at 7 wins, and I've completely fallen in love with pro. Maybe I should buy like the Bears sweater.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
the
think there's
Ditka, the
the
Mike
Ditka
Ditka.
sweater.
There you
Yeah,
go.
man.
Ooh.
I could do it.
I like
All right, Super Bowl pick. I think at this point, I probably have accepted the fact it's Patriots Rams. I think the Patriots do win.
Okay.
Because I think Drake May. I'm telling you, they have
Yeah.
2019 Chiefs vibes.
Okay.
So what do you have right now?
I'm gonna go game by game
No,
because
just, well, you don't have to.
okay. Well, I want to draw this out a little bit more. Just
That's fine. I'm just saying time wise,
I got you.
we're good.
I think for what it's worth, this Patriots Broncos game is going to be better than people think. I don't think New England, and again, I've said it every week, and I'll continue to say it because I don't think they've played anybody legitimately. The Bills were their only legitimate win, in my opinion. Last week, anybody's beating a team that's going to throw 4 interceptions in your lap.
I agree, and Drake's gonna get beat up. That Patriots O line, people assume it's good
Mm-hmm.
because of Will Campbell.
Yeah,
He's the only good.
I
part.
agree. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
And they also think it's good because it's like, well, the team's good.
Yeah.
People just assume good teams have good O line. That is not always the case.
Yeah. Jared Stidham, by the way, for what it's worth, is going to manage this game. The only reason I feel comfortable about Jared Stidham in this game is because his head coach is Sean Payton, and he has a
And as much as I
very
like
good
Nixie,
background.
it's not like Nixie's out there doing God's work.
No,
So it's like it's probably not that hard to manage the Denver
Right,
Broncos. It's a defensive-based team. It's
Yeah.
a system quarterback. I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
I just close your eyes with me.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Picture Jarrett Stidham on the
Yep.
Super Bowl mast.
Mm-hmm.
Now open your eyes because it was horrific.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not happening. Like it's just not happening.
Yeah. Okay. Good point.
It's horrifying.
I-
It's not happening.
I do think though the opening drive from the Broncos will tell a tale of that.
I agree. When they go 3 and out, it's how you know it's over.
If they go 3 and out, done. If,
It's also a no bet because there's no value
no,
in the Patriots.
100%. If you go into even if they touch like the Patriot 40, 35-yard line, they make a field goal, you're feeling great. I really think you're feeling good. You're like, okay, this offense can move. Our running game can get us, a little bit down the field. I like it. And then, you just have to, you probably have to force 2 or 3 turnovers. You may also need, 40-yard returns here or there from your special teams.
The underrated aspect is that the Patriots' defense last week looked great.
Yes.
Now, granted, was it because they're playing C.J. Stroud, or
Right.
have they leveled up? If they have leveled up, Jared Stidham's cooked.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that's the way this game becomes 17-0.
Okay.
Is because the Patriots' defense has genuinely went up another level.
Yeah.
Which I think the Rams' defense has taken a step back.
Yeah.
I think Jared Verse is the only guy that's really impressing me. Maybe Kobe Turner.
Kobe Turner. I don't know. Kobe Durant is a quick.
Is that his name, Kobe
defensive
Turner,
tackle.
right?
Yeah, Kobe Turner is safety. Kobe Durant is the.
That's what I meant. I was flipping him.
I got you.
That's
yeah.
what I meant.
No,
That guy's legit. Kobe
Turner had a pick though.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I like Byron Young too. Nathan Landman. I'm pretty sure he's like up there.
Landman, he
And-
just makes me laugh because I don't know why they don't have him do Paramount Plus ads.
True. He should. I think he's top 5 in tackles, something around there. But regardless, I do think I'm sticking with New England to win this game. I'm confident in that. But I think it'll be 24-16. I think it will be a 1-possession game when it's all said and done. I think Stidham will have a chance to go down the field with 45 seconds and a timeout, and he's going to throw a pick on the first play, type of deal. You know what I mean? Patriots are comfortably in control by 1 score the whole game.
It's hilarious that people give the Patriots a hard time about their schedule, and then they might have the easiest AFC playoff schedule I've seen in a long time.
It's bad. Justin hypothetical Herbert, CJ my rookie year was my best season Stroud, and then Jared the entire Broncos franchise relies on a guy.
Can we make season 1 Stroud his nickname?
I like that. That's
Season
good.
1 Stroud.
That's good.
It's like, well, until he's season 1 Stroud.
Yeah.
And he was, he had 1 season. 1 season Stroud. That's what it is. 1 season Stroud.
Good.
He had 1 great season.
It's a good nickname. Okay.
Is that everything you want to talk about? I mean, head coach
For
wise.
that game, yeah.
Yeah,
For that game.
we got to wrap up here and move on to the next part of the show. But head coach wise, my interesting thing is I wonder if McDermott's getting a head coach offer or if he's going to be a coordinator.
Wow, he's definitely getting an offer. Will he take it? That's the question.
That'll be interesting. Could he be in Tennessee? Cam Ward? The Tennessee job's a good job. I don't know anyone's taking it.
I don't think it's a good job yet.
I think it will.
I think they're one more head coach away. Who's going to be the scapegoat? We'll see.
Really?
We'll see. Yeah.
Okay.
They'll go 5 and 12 or something like that. Anyway,
Cam
NFC.
Ward's good though. I'm telling you.
He probably is, but they need more time to build around.
Okay.
I'm taking Seattle to beat the Rams, 34-24 in this one. My Super Bowl pick was Seattle. I'm sticking with it.
Seattle
Over New England, as of right now. It was Seattle over Jacksonville.
disgusting.
That dream died. But Seahawks, week in and week out, have been dominant offensively, defensively. Put it on full display. Won that game from the kickoff, which recorded a mini earthquake in Seattle again, which is awesome. Yeah, I mean, we knew the Niners were going to fall apart eventually. Didn't think it would happen as badly as it did.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest blow for them is no more Charbonnet. That's going to hurt them a little bit.
Here's my
It's
thing.
underrated.
If the Seahawks go on to win the Super Bowl, we've now had back-to-back years where we've seen having a great quarterback does not win you the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Which I think is interesting.
Yeah.
We are now in an era where even though we all talk about how you need a great quarterback, maybe you don't.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Hurts had a great year by any means in 2025.
No.
Sorry, 2024.
Yeah.
And I don't think Darnold had a great year by any means in 2025. I think Darnold's good. Is Darnold elite? No.
Yeah, okay.
So if the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, we got to reevaluate.
Good point. But yeah, I'm sticking with Seattle from the get go. My one buddy actually has a perfect playoff bracket right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he win money from that?
I don't think so. He just sent me I sent mine on iMessage. He sent me one back, and yeah, it's perfect. 10
Good for him. Good for him. You should have parlay.
He should have. That'd have been electric.
You ready to get pissed on?
Let's do it.
All right. All right, Mr. Fisher. Let's find out how many hours this week you spent on your phone.
8 hours, 38 minutes.
Wow. So
We're up 47% from last week.
wow. So
Yikes.
let's round
I
up.
might need to save one of those for me.
Let's round up, and we're gonna do
Up.
45.
Ah, hell.
45 because the Pistons had a great week.
Oh, I'm glad they did. I'm gonna work for it, man.
Thursday, January 15th, they won against the Suns. Pistons on a homestand win 108 to 105.
You
Coming
just
off
got
bonus, by the
pissed
way, from
on.
last season.
All right. Saturday, January 17th, they also won against the Pacers 121 to 78, a nearly 50-point win for the Pistons at home.
You just got pissed
that's
on.
incredible. Then tonight, they played the Celtics. It was on NBC. They ended up winning 104 to 103. Turn off the natty and put on the Pistons, baby.
You just
This
got
team,
pissed
that's
on.
pleased by maybe a large margin.
You got 30?
And so great
I am.
work from Detroit. Where are you at?
30.
30?
I am.
I'll cut you some slack. You only need to do 10 more.
2, 3,
There you go. Because we're already
4,
done with the Pistons segment.
5,
They only played
Oh,
3 games last week.
6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, one more. 10.
Sweating a little bit.
Am I?
Yeah. I can see it in your eyes.
You can see sweat in his eye.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
It's the eye of the tiger.
It's the thrill of the fight.
All right. Great job, Fisher.
Hey.
I'm blown away. Great work. All right. Let's move on now to our next segment. Jonathan, come on down. As it's time for some unanswerable questions. And I did need to reference real quick. Last week, I did a gag where I said we were going to flashback to something I had said the week prior. So, Austin, can you hit the cutaway gag? Because we're going to show the flashback now to the time I said I was going to do a flashback. Flashback to the point where I said that this Texans team could use a run to the AFC Championship to make everybody feel better about C.J. Stroud. So I guess we're just never going to see that flashback, me talking about the Texans. It did happen, though, but that was our flashback. All right, so let's get into unanswerable questions this week. Would you like to start, or would you like me to go?
I think you go ahead.
Okay. Months ago,
Mhm.
I was having a lunch, and I saw a young man on what appeared to be a pseudo-date with a young woman. And, well, I don't think it was like a planned date, but there were a guy and a girl talking to each other, and I could tell there was a bit of romantic tension.
I know where this is going.
Right.
I think you told me that.
I think I've told you the story before.
Yeah.
The guy was hitting what I would call the Me Too system. You're talking about favorite movies. Oh my gosh, me too. I like that movie.
Mhm.
Talking about favorite foods. Oh, I like that movie too.
Yeah.
Very well-known practice. We've seen it many times. I've never personally done it, but do we think the oh my gosh, me too system works?
You know, that I like that.
It's
one
a
lot.
famous system. And
Is
for those
it
of you that's not following, I'm saying a guy and a girl are talking, and the girl starts saying things she likes. Whether usually it's because early on the people want to date things. What are your favorite movies? Blah blah blah. Trying to find easy things to connect with.
Yeah.
And the guy, out of fear for not getting along with her, just says, "Oh my gosh, me too.
Me too.
I like that. I like that too."
No, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
no, I
I'm
love
really
that.
into that. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's,
Wait, you like that? That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I've never met anyone who likes that.
Exactly.
Um,
I think it's a very common thing. Does it really work though?
I am going to say, what's your definition of work?
I am saying. Okay. I think I know what you're saying.
Any relationship longer than 3 months? No. Any relationship within 3 months? Yes.
Okay, now, this was the interesting question. Let's say
Mhm.
you were with a girl, right? You're dating.
Ah! Sorry, they scare me. Go ahead.
3 months have gone by.
Right.
You then find out, hey, that time I said I like "Creep" by Radiohead, I fucking hate that song.
Okay. Well, that's.
Is this cute or is this bolt like no?
Yeah, are we allowed to talk Stranger Things spoilers?
Yeah, it's been like.
We're past that point.
We're past
probably.
Yeah.
I mean, the bonus episode came out Sunday and all that. It was crazy.
yeah. You actually had me there for a moment. Actually, that must suck for the Duffer Brothers.
It is an all-timer. Like, damn.
It's like, imagine you're writing so bad that people thought you're secretly smarter than you are. That's.
I actually think it's an overreaction to think it's like the worst writing ever. I think they just played it too safe.
I also think a lot of it happened during the writer's strike too.
Yeah.
I think there was something.
I don't think they magically forgot how to write good television.
Well,
I think
also,
they played it a bit safe. I
it-
think the strike, I think it was all multiple.
it's reverse how Harry Met Sally.
Yeah.
Because Duffer Brother went through divorce.
Oh!
Yeah, he went through a divorce, and that's why they made Nancy and Jonathan break up. Which is what I was gonna bring up.
Wow!
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, that's why. Because there were how many breakups? There were a couple.
Yeah. And 11 leaves mine.
Yeah,
Not like break up, but like,
dies. So, but a lot of people thought that scene was them.
yeah, right.
Be like I feel like once you get into
That
the,
scene was weird.
in the long haul, like I think it's kind of cute to find things that you hate about each other because it can't be all sunshine and rainbows.
But at what point then have you lost the juice?
You lost the juice.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm saying I think there's a tipping point.
right.
For all you sports people tuning into this artsy show, I think there's a tipping point where being too real, then you're like, wait a minute, does this work anymore? Because I think if you build your foundation on a pool of lies,
Yeah.
can you break through that with honesty? Or is the fact that the foundation was lies ruin it?
I think it depends on how many lies. You know, if it's just Creep by Radiohead,
Or what if it's Tell Me Lies by Led Zeppelin? Sorry, I just thought it was funny.
yeah.
Is that
yeah.
Led Zeppelin? Like, tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. I think it's Led Zeppelin. I hope we get copyright strike just for me
that.
singing 5
So
seconds.
good.
That would be really funny. I did it so well that it's going to detect it.
Yeah,
Continue.
you're right up there.
Thank you.
Well, okay. Okay.
You've really thought about this.
You have me. I mean,
By definition, the questions are unanswerable.
that's true. That's true. I think if it's like my lie. Actually, no. Yeah, you can do one lie, 1 or 2 lies.
One? Ever?
Okay. Whoa, settle. 1 or 2 big lies about. Like I'd
Things
much
you're into.
rather you lie about my favorite song than like whole like how long did you date your ex? Oh, 2 weeks. No, 2
Yeah,
years. You
if
know,
it's to
but,
conserve
like,
your I guess.
like I'll take a bunch of petty little like oh yeah no I loved that movie. I love that movie.
But I think we're getting away from the original point. It's
Yeah.
the, oh my gosh, I like that too. Which is not lying about your ex, stuff like that.
right, yes. So going back to that, I think it's endearing. I think it works.
But eventually you have to be honest.
Yeah, you have to be honest.
And there's a risk that it's not going to work.
That's it, right there. There is a risk where they go, I hate the Clash. And you go, what?
You
But-
don't like Rock the Casbah?
But at the very same time, I think that a relationship is built off of more than just mutual interest.
True. But mutual interest in each other is the entirety of the relationship.
And that's why you say you like it in the first place.
Exactly.
Oh, I like that too? You don't like it because you like it. You like it because they like it and you like them.
But I'm saying is an interesting point to the fact that, wow, we're getting really, this is supposed to be like funny and now we're getting rid of it. Is it an interesting idea though that if you no longer care to lie about liking it, is that a sign that you like the person less or more?
No, I don't think it's less or more. I think it's how comfortable you've gotten with them.
So it's a good thing.
I'd wager yeah.
But I also see the reverse where you're just like, fuck it, I don't like Radiohead.
Yeah,
It plays both ways.
I'd take you hate it over apathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because lying, I think that's different. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Because, like, if you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I like that too, you might as well do something you're fine with. Or something you don't really even know about.
Yeah.
Then to be like, maybe you shouldn't lie about something you don't know about because then they can introduce you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's interesting. I've never done it. There you go. It's your next. Just try.
Just try.
For us, try it. Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Put me in the field, coach.
We put like a camera on you. You know, there's like an episode of The Flash where he's on a date and they like have to pipe in like things for him to say.
I watched a little bit
While
of
on the
your
date.
Flash
It's really funny.
episode.
My video, I made those like months ago about The Flash. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah. I think Eobardthon is way better than Zoom.
Zoom is. Oh, in like comics, yeah. And
No, I
execution,
think-
I think the Zoom guy.
Dude, no. And we can't spoil this because it's been out for so long. When he
10 years.
fucking killed Cisco?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
But then there's like 8 more episodes.
Yeah, but like for that moment, like fan favorite character right there, dude, crushing his heart.
It was bad.
That was scary.
It was
And
bad.
8 more episodes. You have to sit in the same room as that dude.
I agree. It's cool.
You have to be like, I saw
For
him
what
do
it's
that.
worth, I'm a
that
big
show.
fan of Eobardthon. I just think Zoom's more fun. I think he's more. He fits what that show's going for more.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's.
Yeah,
They made it like a Michael Myers monster villain for the Flash.
right. Yeah.
That's my spot.
I think season 2 of Arrow was peak Arrow because that was Slade Wilson, and that was
Never
Deathstroke,
watched
and
Arrow.
that was okay. That's cool. That's cool.
I'm sorry.
No, it's like Flash is so much better than Arrow, but Green Arrow and actually all of the superheroes that you use bows and arrows. I think we need to talk about that for a little bit, of just like how did you get here? You know, because they are.
The Get his ass Daredevil meme.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? You ever seen that meme? It's like Thanos and all the heroes fighting. It's like, yeah, bro, get his ass Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil. Sorry, a blind kid from
From Hell's Kitchen.
from Hell's Kitchen.
He does have powers.
I'm more worried about Hawkeye.
Yeah.
You know, like what are you doing there? And I get it in the comics, he's dope, but like, go home. You have a wife and kid.
What's funny is nobody thinks this with Batman though.
Yeah, well, Batman's the exception. Batman has powers. He's smarter than everyone.
He basically gives himself powers.
I mean, you can be.
Batman is more Iron Man than he is Hawkeye though.
Yeah.
And it's not like he has. I don't like when Batman has a ton of tech. That's not what I'm saying.
Mm.
I don't like when he was like a mechanical suit. I like him to be in just the standard cape stuff.
Yeah.
But he is so intelligent, and the villains he fights are not ultra powerful.
No.
They're built to be faced by Batman. Obviously, if Batman goes 1v1 with any of Superman's villains, he's
Well,
probably in fucked.
He did. The whole absolute Batman thing is because Batman smoked Doomsday.
True. True.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
And but
Doomsday
that's-
is built there to end the
Okay,
universe.
but, as I forget who once said it. It was one of the best comic writers. I forget which one of them said it though. It might have been Mark Waid. I don't know. They were like, who wins in a fight between so and so? And he goes, whoever the writer wants. And it was very accurate. Because like 99% of superhero battles, power scaling doesn't matter. It's just who the writer wants to win.
Well, okay, yeah, that's.
So that's kind of the thing with Batman.
Yeah.
It's like Batman's the most popular superhero. So thus Batman can beat anyone.
Yeah. All right.
Whereas like Plastic Man gets his ass beat because like Plastic Man's a joke character.
But Plastic Man is arguably one of the scariest people.
Yes, but he's a joke character, so he
Yeah.
doesn't win that much.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my point. It's not to poo-poo.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I like that. I'm gonna be so honest. I need to think of my unanswerable question.
Well, it's fine. We're already over on time anyway, so let's
Oh,
go to the next segment.
All right. Yeah.
Austin, grab a stool for me, please.
On the way.
We're going to do a segment we call Name Your Price, where I am going to look up the price, the average. Are we going to do lowest or average?
I think lowest because
Lowest-
I don't really know how to functionally determine
Lowest ticket price for the NFC Championship, the lowest ticket price for the AFC Championship, and the lowest ticket price for the Super Bowl. The
that would be
loser,
the NFL championship.
the loser will have to stand in East Cleveland with a free hug sign. So good luck.
Okay, let me ask you
That- I mean,
first.
that's like the bit.
Is
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Is where are you getting this information from?
There's an article on Fox 13 Seattle that says where it is.
Okay. For all of them, or just the
Lowest
NFC?
price. It just has one for NFC. I'm gonna find the AFC as we're talking.
Okay.
All right, NFC Seahawks versus Rams in Seattle. What's your best? Austin, I'm gonna have you guess first.
Okay. Seattle is economically a little bit more inflated than it would be in the East Coast or like right down the middle, in my opinion. That being said, I'm going to take into consideration it probably would be very expensive because they have been expected to be in that position for quite a while now.
And we're doing single ticket because you can get a discount.
Okay, I was going to say one ticket, including fees, everything on the board. I'm going to go with a nice $980.
Jonathan, is your guess?
That is way higher than I thought it would
Oh, see, this is why I had him go first.
Oh,
just wanna
Perhaps
say-
you're not familiar with the insanity of football fans.
That is very close. I'm just gonna say.
Wow. Okay. Good.
Jonathan, are you gonna go higher or lower?
That is the
Oh,
determining factor.
brother.
That is.
They do that? $900.
Oh, you're not ready for
Jonathan.
Yeah,
Like a decent seat at a normal Browns game is like $200.
it's true. Nah, not as of late. It's been relatively
I said a
cheaper.
decent seat, like a pretty good seat.
In my opinion, the nosebleeds
At
are
a
the best
Browns
seats.
game?
Yeah.
Browns.
Yes.
It depends who they're playing.
Cheapest ticket at like a shitty team stadium is still like $40.
Yeah.
All right. 900 was close. Let me do some mental math here. I'm gonna go 1050.
1,011.5.
I'm closer. I said 980.
Jonathan, you have lost round one.
That's cool.
It's huge.
AFC Championship ticket prices. If you get this wrong, we're not even doing the Super Bowl.
Okay. You should go first for this one. It's only right.
AFC.
Yes.
That's the
Denver Broncos hosting the New England Patriots.
AFC is the one that's the next one going. Right? Yeah, they're playing the Patriots.
Yes.
In Denver.
Yes,
In Denver.
in Denver.
Yeah.
Well, Denver, if I know anything, Denver, Colorado is in Colorado.
Mm.
And Colorado, though it be a landlocked state, still has some of that West Coast money to it.
Okay.
So I don't think it's going to be very far off from our friends in Washington. And they've got In-N-Out there, which is great. I love In-N-Out.
I need to try that. You got to bring some back.
I will. You know, or if you ever come out to San Diego.
Yeah.
feel free.
Okay.
But going off the previous price, I'm gonna go $9.60.
Okay. I think Denver is a little bit less inflated. I think with the injury to Bo Nix, that unironically might hurt the ticket prices a little bit. I'm going to go with $900 for this one.
I am literally just going to go on the. I can't find an article, so I'm looking on SeatGeek.
Okay.
I'm
You
going-
have to include fees
Okay.
because that will probably run you a little bit lower than what it should be.
What fees?
How much you say?
I said $900.
I said $9.60.
It is $526.
Wow.
Whoa.
That Bo, I'm very curious what that number was the moment they won the game before the Bo Nix news came out. I really wonder.
So Fisher wins.
Boom. Do you want to do the Super Bowl for fun?
Yeah,
Just
sure.
just for shits and giggles.
Just for gits and shiggles.
All right. Cheapest ticket to Super Bowl 2026.
I'm gonna base
starting
this.
price. I have the starting price.
Okay, I'm gonna base this off of last year.
I want to
because-
make this important to both of you. I need to stress this.
Okay.
The Super Bowl, you do not just buy straight up tickets to it. It is a package. It's like going to WrestleMania. You get a package with multiple events because if you're at the Super Bowl, like I remember last year.
Really?
Yes. I don't think you get pure tickets because like just by going to the Super Bowl, you are now entitled to being on the course and there's concerts inside inside the area around the Super Bowl. It's not a standard event.
It's a good point. But you still can buy single game tickets on SeatGeek from people that are selling their ticket from those group packages. So
Yes,
Okay.
I agree. But
Okay.
I'm looking at an article that says what is the cheapest.
I got you. Okay, so for an individual ticket, I think based on last year, because it wasn't
I'm
that.
just trying to say factor it into the
I
price.
got you. It wasn't that bad last year. It was like $1,200, which that's bad. That's bad. But
Oh
for-
no, that was like close to my guess.
Okay, but for a Super Bowl, I don't think it was that bad. This year, it's in San Francisco, the Bay Area, California.
Celebrities are coming.
Celebrities, they're all gonna be there. That's why they love having the Super Bowl out west. I think it's gonna be a lot more this year. It's gonna be $3,100 for the lowest. ticket.
Jonathan.
17.54.
Okay. I can only get prices for 2 tickets on this article, so I'm going to divide $6,078 by 2.
Wow. Look at me.
I'm impressed.
That was really good.
That was great.
That
You
was
were great.
stupid good.
That was.
I'm very impressed, Austin.
Look at you.
Austin, that was.
It's based off of the Super Bowl, especially because I looked at it while I was in the
Yeah.
stadium. I'm like, what are people paying to get in today? And I'm like, maybe it's not a bad idea to fly in the day of, watch the game fly out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, let's. We got one last segment to do. So, Fisher, scoot your stool back and get Jonathan his drinks. As
Oh.
Jonathan is going, I'm a big fan of the popular sci-fi film The Terminator. One of my favorite movies of all time, and I believe Terminator 1 is actually better than Terminator 2. Now, an important thing that's all over the news right now is AI, much like in Terminator. Jonathan is going to go one-on-one to the death with AI.
Sorry, what?
With 3 unanswerable questions with AI. We decided to think about questions that ask the indomitable human spirit, right? So, Jonathan, to make himself more similar to an AI and level the playing field,
I'll
has
be
to,
consuming a bottle of water every time.
because AI uses a lot of energy.
I believe 20 gallons per question.
We didn't have 20 gallons on hand, we had 3 waters. Are we ready for your first question? Austin will grade who gives a better answer, the Terminator or Jonathan. Here we go. What gets you out of the bed in the morning? What gets you out of bed in the morning, I should say? We're using Google Gemini.
Okay.
Okay, it's processing. So is Jonathan. Jonathan, you may go first.
Scientifically, the sun is what upsets it causes a dislodging in my circadian rhythm, and that is what gets me up in the morning. But the sun is also what wakes me up in the morning, because the sun is the start of the new day. What gets me up in the morning is possibility. It's the start of the first hour when I wake up. It's me brushing my teeth and looking in the mirror and doing my hair and going out and figuring out that I look different this day than I did yesterday. It's me realizing that today has not happened yet. Yesterday is gone. Today is only what I have. What gets me up in the morning is the present, the gift of time that we have, the reason that I woke up, the reason I did not pass on in my sleep. What gets me up in the morning is the sun. It is the day. And it is nothing else. It is only possibility.
I'm going to summarize what Gemini said, as it was long. I exist to turn information into insight. As long as there are people with questions and ideas, I have a reason to wake up. Honestly, similar.
Gemini's doing it too much for other people.
Okay, which people pleaser?
Yeah, people
I-
pleaser.
Jonathan, you win round 1
There you go.
against the Terminator.
Awesome.
All right, next question. What makes a perfect shower?
You should ask it to summarize in like a paragraph, probably. That save your time. Unfortunately, that might save a little bit of water.
There we go. Maybe make it more similar to how much Jonathan's downing right
There
now.
you go. I like that.
All right. It still gave me a really long answer.
That's
Wow. All right. Jonathan, you can go first again.
The perfect shower is just a little too hot. It's when your skin is just like that, like hue of
It's going to be a
red.
little red.
Yeah, it's gonna
I'm
be a
with you, I'm
little
with
red.
you. Yeah.
When you're washing your face, there's like that little bit of sting to it that it's like, should I go to a dermatologist? But like you don't.
Yeah.
And it's important that you don't. It's hot enough to the point where once you get used to it, you don't want to get out. And the reach for the towel is always going to make your hand cold. The perfect shower is one that you thought was 30 minutes and turns out it was 10. And-
That's a great point, because most people I think say the reverse, but it's no. It's
Yeah.
actually better if it feels shorter if it felt
Yeah,
long.
but yeah, I mean, like it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I thought I wasted all this time, but no, you were in there, you were having a good time, and guess what? You are still making it to your class.
Yeah.
And I think the perfect shower is during the night, the dead of the night after a really long
Like
day.
1 in the morning.
1 in the morning where things just kept happening.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah. And you're thinking it over in your head,
Yeah,
like, oh, this
yeah.
and this.
And then the moment you hit your sheets, like with your towel, you debate whether or not you're even throwing pajamas on.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
good
good.
stuff.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Google Gemini gave a terrible answer.
Mm.
It's at optimal temperature, 37 to 40 degrees Celsius, which is like, I don't know, really that would be, I don't have no, lukewarm water to protect skin, followed by a 30-second cold blast to boost awareness. This sounds some psycho shit.
Jesus.
Sensory atmosphere, dim lighting, and low effort sound to trigger creative shower thoughts. Using eucalyptus or shower steamers to turn steam into therapeutic vapor. And sealing moisture by applying lotion to damp skin and transitioning into a warm robe. Sounds like a lot of work.
It's a Patrick Bateman off shower.
Yes, it is a Patrick Bateman ass shower.
Ah.
Austin, you with Jonathan? on this
Yeah,
one?
I mean
That's terrible. I mean, Google Gemini, in its defense, has never showered. Which, you know, like,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
why.
Life
Oh, it's
Experience
invented
from a
by computer science.
it's like Jared Stidham on Sunday. Just
That
straight in
went,
there.
that went. I don't know if they could hear that. That
Yeah.
was an all-timer from Jonathan.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Oh no,
I
no
got
worries.
excited.
I think it's better when they go.
Yeah, they have to go back
Yeah.
now. Elite engagement. All right.
Good.
Last question, then we got to get going. It is midnight. If you could swap lives with anyone for a week, who would it be and why?
You know,
If it says Jonathan McPherson, what do we do?
that's scary. I'm gonna answer this one for myself. Josh Allen a week ago.
Oh, you're gonna win in the game? You dialed?
I'm just enjoying a happy day with Haley Steinfeld. And before it turns worse for wear, before I get my head coach fired.
You're like, hey, you know what? The coach got fired anyway. He didn't have the best game anyway. I can have that poor of a game.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
We're gonna have AI go first on this one. It said, since I don't have physical form, I'd want to swap lives with someone who experiences the world through extreme sensory and physical mastery. It's got some real sensory things going on.
Yeah, why
That's
is it
making me
uncomfortable?
uncomfortable. Is it like into freak shit? Anyways, it said it would like to do a astronaut. While I'm in orbit, the astronaut gets to use my brain to instantly translate every language on Earth, solve complex equations. Okay, now it's just glazing itself. The ultimate view: watching 16 sunrises and sunsets in a day would be a massive upgrade from the digital images I currently analyze. Damn.
Jesus.
That's honestly, Google Gemini depressed.
Yeah,
I want to watch that one.
Yeah.
All right.
It's okay.
And they need to do like the Terminator 2 thing where they turn it good and let it have a body or something. I don't know. Whatever. Actually, don't give it a body because it's a problem in Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Google Gemini maybe needs to be put to rest. Sounds like it's tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the Terminator was. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Right.
I got two things that are coming to mind right now.
Okay.
One is just like a random farmer's wife in a country with no connection to internet. 1 week out there.
Why not just an Amish lady then?
Because I feel like you still know too much.
Okay.
I'm going like untouched island, borderline hunter gatherer.
Okay.
Because actually, yeah, no, I'm going like a hunter. There's that
Because
one.
that's fun for a week tops.
And there's that one island of like dudes who haven't had like any hunt. There are still hunter gatherer tribes out there. So I'm doing a hunter gatherer tribe. And I'm seeing like, okay, what did we really choose when we started putting seeds in the ground and saying, yeah, let's stay here forever.
Yeah.
You know, I think going to a place where it's like, all right, like, because we're still built for nomadic life. You know, like the humans evolved, and like our diets are not sustained by the society that we live in.
Yeah.
Carbohydrates, not that. Everybody's like, watch your carbs, watch your carbs. We built a society around carbs because they're easy to grow.
Like
Shout out
bread.
potatoes.
Bread. Yeah, no,
bread is
really.
bread.
We think we won in the agricultural revolution. Do you know what gene won in the agricultural revolution? It was grain.
Yeah.
You know, rice is technically a smarter thing than we are. It tricked us into making it the most grown thing, the most.
It's put with everything just to be put there.
Yeah, dude. Like you go out.
But rice is good.
Yeah, rice is good, but like rice is good. It's good because we know how to prepare it. You know,
It's not like it has a lot of
yeah,
nutrients.
Dude, grab an apple. You don't have to cook an apple. You know, rice. You have to
Oh
grab.
man,
You have to.
I had a
collect it.
go-go squeeze applesauce the other day and it hit like crack in the 80s. It was so good.
Yeah.
2016, great stuff.
I once, I think one of the most evil things I've ever done was I was at a lunch table with a dude who.
No, I was up here.
I was at a lunch table with a dude, and he had a go-go squeeze in his mouth, and all like impulse control completely left my body. I clapped it as hard as I could,
Oh
and it shot right out of his nose.
Oh, Jonathan, you're evil.
I kind of wanted to see what would happen.
I'm giving that point to Google Gemini. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
What's your other person?
today we learned that humans are capable of evil. Well, AI is capable of this indifference that we don't really know what to label yet. But what were you saying?
It's
My other
kind of
person?
freaky.
Oh, I was gonna say Sigourney Weaver.
Why?
I like her voice.
You just gonna do voice memos for a week?
Yeah.
Do some podcast work?
Yeah. Also, like, dude, like, she was the shit and still kind of is the shit.
Mhm.
And it's like
I enjoy how both of yours you're becoming a woman. I just think it's funny.
Well, yeah, I'd want to figure out what that is like. Too.
That's
You
that's
know?
valid.
Like-
I hadn't
like-
thought about that.
yeah.
Maybe I want to be Haley Steinfeld. Actually,
Dude,
now that I'm thinking about
because
it,
because
The implications of this are incredible.
Well, like,
I just have to say,
I
the
need-
implications of this are absolutely
I
incredible.
need to know. I need to know so much because
Do you guys remember the Freaky Friday Lil Dicky song?
maybe.
You're just making me think of the end of it when it's like he like keeps switching bodies of people and he's like at the end bit is like he's Kendall Jenner and he sings I have a vagina. That's the bit. That's exactly what you guys are doing. It's making me laugh.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think everybody should like be.
if
curious
given the
about that.
opportunity, I think everyone would take that.
Yeah.
To swap genders.
Yeah,
For like a set amount of time.
for a week,
Mhm.
for a month even. I'd do that.
This is incredible. That's all right. So we pitched the rom-com last week about the divorced couple. Next rom-com, just do like Freaky Friday, but it's like for a month. But they fall in love with each other while they're in each other's bodies.
Has there been a movie like that where like the couple has switched
No.
bodies?
They don't know each other.
Oh.
Oh.
The bodies switch, but then they fall in love with each other while they're in each other's bodies.
Huh.
It's really fucking weird.
That just sounds like a doomed yaoi or yuri. but-
Isn't it weird? It's
Well,
a weird idea,
I
but
feel
could
like
it work?
if it's a yaoi or yuri, it wouldn't be that.
I don't know what the hell that means.
Yaoi is like you want to take this one?
Boys love, yuri would be girls love.
I don't know what that means. Anyways, I think is it an interesting concept or no?
It is.
It would imply that they both find themselves overtly attractive, though.
That would be more narcissexualism. That's a good point, actually.
It's an interesting movie, regardless.
True. I'm
It would
surprised
be
no one's
really
thought about
funny
that.
because there's a way you take it makes it creepy, and I don't want it. I
Yeah.
think it's funny to play it as like a goofy rom-com.
Yes, agreed.
But like the whole time, there's this underlying
Sandler.
vibe. Yeah, like an Adam
Yes.
Sandler rom-com, and no ounce of like, oh, this is weird. Like not a single drop of that. The only person that should think it's weird is the viewer.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, the viewer, there should be people that watch it and go, "Oh, it's a fun movie."
Yeah.
Like it should needs to be somebody who's like, "This is fucked."
Yeah.
You know,
that's a great idea.
It's like Click.
Actually, you know what? There's not. I mean, I know we're a little over time right now.
We are.
But
We've never run this over.
I don't think there's a Freaky Friday, like a Freaky Friday, not a Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday. They're like, he's like, "Great, I can't wait to smell my bone."
Well,
I
okay,
guess.
gee, can
That's great.
you do that?
Right now?
Well, no.
How bad do you want it?
Like, do you have the flexibility to do that?
Who was it?
Oh
Was it Marilyn
gosh,
Manson?
no,
Okay,
no.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so what were you gonna say about?
Oh, like a horror movie version of it. I feel like that would be a good horror movie too.
There has. It's like Vince Vaughn was in it. It was called like Freaky or something, like Freaky Deaky or something like that.
Wow. Because I feel like, do you know?
Like she swaps bodies with serial killer.
Oh, okay. I think it would be crazy if like a body swap thing happened and like just a horrifying scene where one person's just like fuck this and shoots themselves. Because then what are you gonna do? No body to swap back to. You know?
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
That's completely terrifying.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just think of like how
I like the
scary that's-
rom-com idea better.
Yeah.
That
And then you
would
also
be okay.
watch yourself die too.
That is a weird.
Okay,
concept.
what you're describing is the movie Face Off.
I haven't seen Face Off.
So Face Off is a movie where Nick Cage is a bad guy and John
What?
Travolta is a good guy.
Okay.
And then something happens where like Nick Cage's good guy, Nick Cage's bad guy gets his face reconstructed to look like John Travolta, and John Travolta's good guy then gets his face reconstructed to look like Nick Cage's bad guy.
Okay.
And so they like swapped, but it's fun because each actor does a reverse performance then. It's that or it's the reverse where Travolta's a bad guy first. Regardless,
that's
that is
either-
what you described.
That's either the best or worst acting ever.
It's actually a fun movie. You would probably enjoy it, like from like an acting perspective. You would like it. It's fun. It's very 1996, but it's fun.
Yeah.
John Travolta was low-key on a heater in the 90s because he made like that, Broken Arrow, Pulp Fiction. Like John Travolta had some nice 90s movies. Yeah. So Freaky Friday rom-com. Let's get it done.
Or Freaky Friday horror.
I
Let us
think
know
that
which
kind of
one-
exists.
Let us know which one you'd want to see.
Which one would you love to see, audience?
And
Let
we'll
us know.
create it for you.
All right, guys, we ran over this week. We don't usually do this, but it was fun. So we got a little more serious than we usually do, but it's not a big deal. So hopefully you all enjoyed. Thank you for tuning in to Late Night Friday.